explosive power for Jose Abreu.
Oh, he's a beast. He's a beast.
Wow, was that flush? There's that power.
He has got that explosive power.
Nothing cheap about the home runs this guy hit.
And he's a smart hitter. Abreu is quickly becoming must-see TV.
That's the Abreu we're going to have to get used to.
Jose Abreu landed in Chicago and instantly became a star for the White Sox and the AL's Rookie of the Year. Simultaneously, the face of the franchise, Paul Konerko, was beginning his farewell tour, retiring after 16 years playing in Chicago. Those are just two storylines in a disappointing 2014 on the South Side.
The White Sox are kind of a team in transition right now.
We have something we're working on right now that Rosenthal has no idea.
Adam Eaton goes to the South Side, a very exciting, multi-dimensional player.
The Chicago White Sox are close to signing Cuban power slugger Jose Abreu.
He reminded me of Albert Pujols. He could hit some home runs.
No rookie's ever done this.
Obviously an advanced hitter.
It's a beautiful swing right there.
You can put it on the board. Yes! Yes!
Are you kidding me?
He is El Hombre. He's a man.
Is Chris Sale, inning for inning, the best pitcher in baseball right now?
Strike three.
Yikes. He gone.
Chris Sale on a roll right now.
He's one guy that is just flat out filthy and pitches with an attitude.
One of the toughest left-handers in all of baseball. It's been a rough year for the White Sox. A lot of errors. Starting pitching hasn't been consistent.
Player after player after player on the DL or lost for the year or a good part of it. Adam Eaton is down. Took a tremendous shot as he went into the wall.
And Garcia's hurt. He's holding his left arm.
That's never a good sign.
You're going to see a flurry of trades coming up here in the next few days.
The White Sox just traded Gordon Beckham to the Angels.
Oakland, they pick up Adam Dunn from the White Sox.
Bullpen has been the underbelly for this Chicago White Sox team. Try to get there if you're the opponent and mash.
This ball game is over. A lot of guys pitching in roles they're not used to. Take a good look at him. He won't be playing anymore after this game today. Here comes Paul Konerko walking off the field.
A class act, saying goodbye to the city of Chicago. What a career, huh?
Class act, Paul Konerko all the way around. He's one of the offseason notes here as Konerko retires. Matt Lindstrom, I'm going right to left here, guys. Current free agent Zach Duke signs a 3-year deal, and Adam LaRoche signs a 2-year deal for $25 million to join the White Sox, jumping over from the Nationals. So, Dan and Tom, I ask you this. Start with Tom. What does LaRoche do for that White Sox team?
They needed left-handed power. That's exactly what he's going to deliver. Pretty consistently, you know, a 25 to 30 home run guy from the left side. Now, listen, the team strikes out way too much. He will add to that total. Also a guy that the shift in the last few years has really harmed. But let's face it, he's there to provide the long ball and some protection for Abreu. It's hard to find a left-handed hitter you can sign on the market for 2 years who can legitimately hit in the middle of the order and provide protection.
I think, listen, they were hoping that Adam Dunn the last 3 or 4 years was going to be that guy. A lot of strikeouts, production down. You look at Adam LaRoche, to me, I think this was a terrific sign for the White Sox. There were 3 or 4 teams that we thought had an inside, one of them being the Marlins, that were trying to jump in and sign LaRoche. Terrific player. And go back to this last year with the Nationals. He really kept that ship from sinking in the months of June and July. This is a great sign by the White Sox.
And a good defensive first baseman if, in fact, he gets a chance to play first base. Give me an Alexei real quick. Give it to me.
Alexei!
Very good. Alexei Ramirez. Will he be moved, Dan?
I don't think he will be moved. No. Listen, I know there are a lot of people in baseball that feel like if they're going to move Alexei Ramirez, this is the time to move him because of the big year he had offensively for the White Sox. But I think if the White Sox have any thoughts of being in contention, not maybe for the division title, but to be one of those teams in for one of the wild card spots, they're going to need Alexei Ramirez to have a year like he had in 2014. If so, they have a chance.
That's the key, Dan, if they think they have a shot at a wild card. And they do. A lot of people kind of question what track they're on, if they're on that track that quickly, but they think they do, so that's why I agree with you. You can't trade him at this point because you think you have a shot.
If you have a track or you have your sights set on a wild card, you got to start with your starting pitching. You got to look at what you are. And as John Hart would tell us, you have to know thyself. So let's take a look at their starting rotation here. And you tell me, after Sale, Tom, after Sale, do they have what it takes to win 89 games, let's say?
Well, it's more in the back end for me. I like Quintana. I think he's underrated. But to me, right-handed starting pitchers, they're the one team that doesn't turn up any right-handed starters. I don't know why. 18-30, they're right-handed starters last year. Fewest wins by any right-handed staff in baseball. Where can you get one? You don't have to get there in Shields and spend that kind of money. But maybe, look at this list. I think you can find, especially with Cooper, the pitching coach there, I think does a great job. A reclamation project of some sorts. Volquez, Danny, I know you like him. Pitched well second half of the season with Pittsburgh in the other league. Good possibility. How about a reunion with Brandon McCarthy, huh? He's throwing better now than he did when the White Sox had him.
That's right.
You know, the problem is a lot of the names on that list that are attractive. You're talking about Edinson Volquez, Francisco Liriano. These guys had really productive years in 2014, so that price is going up. Unfortunately, for a team like the White Sox, you're going to have to pay for what the Pirates saw when they got Francisco Liriano. When they acquired Edinson Volquez, they bought low, and now these players are getting a chance to reap. So it's really hard to find good quality starting pitching right now on the free agent market.
Real quick, can they contend? Yes or no?
Yes, they can.
They
yes.
can?
Yes, they can.
I would say no. They still have to fix the bullpen, too.
All right, that's the White Sox, and a look at what's coming up in 2015.